How's it going, guys? Coffee here. Today I wanted to go over the updated version for Ericka2. This is probably going to be my final update for the build. This is me pushing it to maybe, I don't know, 30, 40K-ish investment at this point. I mean, a lot of that is stuff that is easily moved to another build, like Imperial Might and Prairie. You don't really need them. But this is kind of where we're at with the build. This is kind of like the final form of the build, where most people are going to end up taking it, which is basically leaning into Imperial Might. You make some adjustments because you have so much damage that you start armor stacking in order to get extra defenses. If you can push your armor up to like 40k already, that brings your phys mitigation up to like 75%. So getting a better armor roll on your belt is important. So I should probably re-roll this at some point. So I will probably end up doing that, to be honest. And then, yeah. So pretty much the gear changes from the last video we did end up picking up an Imperial Might. We ended up swapping our belt because of the fact that we are using Imperial Might. We want a T0% defense roll instead of a percent defense from chest roll. We updated our rings for the exact same reason. Get defense on our ring, get more resistances here. So we have actually fixed our res from the last video. I believe my weapon, I did recraft this because I had a blemish on here because of the first dream crafting on it, so I had to re-dream craft it. And then at some point, I ended up buying a new helmet as well, just because I needed all of the suffixes in order to get my res capped. Other than that, the only thing that's changed is we have added a cap power generation conjecture as well. I got this as a drop, so I'm using it. I will probably sell it before I start the next build, but while I'm playing this, I'm going to do it. Upon equipping Imperial Might, you are able to remove these sealed mana points, and you can just move them into defense and some more damage as well, or wherever you want to move them. Do you want to move into more ES or something, you can go ahead and do that as well. But you do want to take the defense points because these are going to increase your energy shield as well as increase your armor. Yeah, outside of that, I also did end up picking up a Prairie here. If I were to like truly min-max this, then you would end up taking the other things as well to just duplicate the +1 jumps even further. If you look at the Takina version of the build in the spreadsheet, you can kind of see where you want to take it if you're going to push this all the way to like the 100k investment build. For me, I'm just using this basically the same standard +4 jumps, getting 4 more jumps or getting 3 more jumps at least from the candle, or from the Prairie rather. This being because I don't have a 4th +1 jump on the bottom here. I did change my filter to start picking up every single basically Goddess of Hunting divinity now, just because I was just going to we were spam rolling them to basically try to get +1 jump on the bottom. So because of the fact that the wedges are so cheap now, they're basically free, you can feel free to basically spam everything off like this. In regards to the auras, these change a little bit as well. I guess since the last video, I did pick up a 1 second activation medium channel. With this activation medium channel, I was able to look at my cast speed here on Path of Flames, which is 6.95. When I times that by 1.3, I'm getting 9 channel stacks every 1.3 seconds. So I was able to change my activating medium instruction off of a 2-second one onto instruction, basically a top end one here that goes up to 268 multiplier. That's getting 30% every time. So at exactly 1.3 seconds is when I get my 9th stack, and then it triggers in order to do that. My candles are still the same. I have CDR and +2 lightning because you want to aim for exactly level 30 chain lightning if you can. And then I just still have my Soul Eater candle. I did end up swapping the electric conversion for precise steadfast. This is something, again, at a certain point, you just get enough damage. You don't need more damage, right? If you're already at 4 or 5 trillion, going higher doesn't really matter at this point. You want to really focus on your defenses, so that's why we're able to drop that aura for steadfast. And then we still have the precise elemental resistance, precise LA amplification, and then energy fortress here. yeah, so that's basically where we're at with it. Like, I'll go ahead and showcase some mapping stuff with it. I've been using this deck here, which is basically just spamming T8-4, but I am using a 2-compass deck here with spamming Black Sail and Dark Surge compasses. I don't have the pets for either of them, but this is basically the deck here. This is also in the spreadsheet. It's just called like the KVZR 2-compass deck. So feel free to run this if you want. It's been pretty profitable. He basically did the calcs on his. It was like 30 FE a map roughly, for basically some low investment near space stuff. So it's pretty chill when you don't want to do deep space stuff. What you can do with this is if you want to like really try to min max it as much as you can, whenever you get a good nightmare that is like pushing into that 70% chance plus to get nightmare again, what you can do is then open up a deep space map, and then you just run 1 to 2 deep space maps with your nightmare compass in order to guarantee your spawn. As you can see, I mean, the build's going to be exactly the same. Nothing changes in terms of offense. It's just the defensive things. We don't have to worry about things as much because we actually have some fizz mitigation, and we have a significant more amount of defenses. So where before, you're randomly getting one-tapped a little more often, with this, you really don't have to worry about really dying on pretty much anything. So, you can safely kind of do deep space, God of Might, things like that, a little more safe without having to worry about things as much. If you were, again, going to be pushing this further, you would eventually want to craft new, higher ES gloves than what I'm wearing to take advantage of the Imperial Might. Same thing with the helmet. Like, I should recraft my helmet, but my current helmet is like insane, so I'm not going to do that on here. I'm just going to basically save this, and I will move the Imperial Might and everything to another build afterwards. So yeah, if you have any questions, I guess let's go ahead and do another map showcase here, or a bossing maybe. If I have a boss laying around, I probably have a candle boss I can go run. We can go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and do this here. Candle boss. This works. I know this red weapon that we have on this. So same things where we want to ensure we're moving when we first start a boss, but damage-wise, your damage is still kind of crazy. So outside of a like 5 ticket event boss, you're not really going to have issues doing any bossing things on this. You should be able to push this pretty far into the floors on the Eterna ladder as well, if that's something you're trying to do. So maybe I got some good candles here. Typically, you don't get very good candles from here because it doesn't follow the points that you have in your Eterna tree. So you don't get blocking on anything. You just get random candles with a T1 on them. So this is the reason why these candles aren't really worth anything. No one really wants to do this because they're typically going to be some junk. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And